Hey everyone, well, my students, it's Jasroranox here, and today I got something special for you. We're diving into a brand new visual novel called, hopefully I'm not butchering, IWAKURA ARIA. I've been given the chance to test out this trial version from LoreKit and share my first impression with you all. This is a visual novel that's all about atmosphere, a mystery, and a deep character connection. Since this genre thrives on story twists, I won't be spoiling anything anything major. But what I can say is, since I played it, is that IWAKURA ARIA is beautifully written with striking visuals and a great soundtrack that really sets the mood. So for this video, we're gonna be sticking strictly to the trial version, the only thing that they allow me to stream. That means you'll see everything up until the point where the demo naturally ends, and there will be no spoilers about character secrets, no hidden reveals, just a taste of what this game is offering. As we go through, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And I want to ask a question. Do you enjoy visual novels like this? Do you think this art style and vibe match what you play? Let me know down below. Alright, and let's not waste any time. Sit back, relax, and let's check out IWAKURA ARIA. If I'm saying it wrong, guys, I'm so sorry. But let's get this on the road. Hit that play button. And let's switch to the PC version. Let me turn off the music. Let me now go to my PC gaming and go to PC and go. All right, here's the game, guys. So like I said, this is called IWAKURA ARIA. So there's a certain part of the game that I will have to stop the whole entire thing. So I already know where to stop the game, but the game keeps going. But this is a trial for LoreKit. Remember that, guys. So let's get into it. I remember the summer of 1966. I had nothing and understood nothing about the real world. I was 16 years old that summer. 33 years have passed since then. That was the year. That was the year a dream I never could imagine become my reality. The voice that changed my fate was so gentle. I raised my head and eyes squinted from the piercing sunlight. It was so bright, even to this day, it still feels so... Hello, hey, where are you? So this game is made by a company called Mages. if you just saw right there. And put the mouse over here. That's beautiful. This artwork is amazing. The soundtrack, like I said, it captivates you. Oh, a beautiful soundtrack. And beginning of the game too. Chapter 1, a beautiful painting. Oh, that freaking sound of the fountain is so relaxing. I had a feeling that the sunflowers wouldn't bloom this year. Surely the morning glories wouldn't bloom either. A sculpture of an angel. She's sleeping. I'm sure that's because it feels so out of place here. Even if you paint seeds here, it's not like they will even sprout. Just walking from the front gate to the main entrance is incredible enough, and then to top it off, there's even a fountain on the grounds. The government declared a few years after I was born that we as a nation were no longer in the post-war period. But this resident feels like the only place around that isn't Japan. I didn't even know it was possible to be this incredibly wealthy. I guess you can't imagine the likes of something you have never seen before. The grounds are so vast from here. The gatekeeper looks so small. It has been exactly 1 week since I stepped foot into this completely new world, where even the air I breathe feels different from any other place I have lived until now. It all began when I met the head of the household, a man named Amani Iwakura. I feel like I'm butchering the names. I'm sorry. I really don't want to go to job interviews. Nobody wants to go to a job interview. Anyway, at the beginning of the month, I quit the construction company I have been working at since I graduated from junior high school. It had only been about a year since I started there. I even told myself that I wouldn't run away no matter what happened. Both my boss and his business partners were much older than me, yet I had to deal with their advances every single day. Wait, what? The feeling of that huge, moist hand grabbing my thigh on my last day there, it still clings to my skin. It just won't go away. Wow. I was gonna read when she was talking, but I was gonna say, like, you guys gotta remember, she is 16 in this time, or she's 16 here. Like, her story begins when she's 16, and these older men are grabbing her. Like, that's crazy. So what the hell's your problem standing over there citing like that? I'm the one who would be citing around here. None of this stuff is selling. I told you, it's because you're selling nothing but junk. Like, nobody is going to buy this stuff. It's not their job to buy it. It's our job to sell it. Don't you get it? We have to do shit like this because you just had to come back. This is the Kitagawa orphanage. It's the place where I spent the majority of my childhood. While I was being moved around to different foster parents and institutions, and I put the quote hands, even though I can't show you because I don't believe in that, but I spent the last year here before I was eligible for employment somewhere. We were hosting a bazaar that day to raise money to help with the orphanage operating costs. A tableware with ugly patterns, towels with their colors faded, and a crown jewel of the lot was a doll with a creepy face. Like, it was all so ridiculous. Everything was lined up in front of me, and all of them were items that seemed like they were particularly unlikely to sell. That's... I wish I never painted like something like this. It was a watercolor painting I made of a bird. I've almost never been praised for it, but I love creating works of art ever since I was little. Usually I just doodle some things in my sketchbook, but since I came back to the orphanage, I have been doing some paintings while I spend time with the younger kids. It was only in those moments that I could just forget about everything and enjoy myself. However, much to my dismay, this caught the attention of one of the staff, and since they thought it'll help liven things up, they ended up selling my art at the bazaar. Maybe I should just quit painting. I was just doing it for myself as a way to relax. But when they decided to put my art up for sale, it felt like both my art and the feelings I put into it were as worthless as the rest of the junk they were selling it with. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay. I wouldn't exactly call this a lively event. Ugh. Everything is truly awful. The weight of the stress made my head hang low. I can't... His voice, man. How much is this painting? The use of color is really good. I think my daughter will like this. Hold on, let me take out my VTuber so you guys can see. That's the face that is doing. Oh, my apologies. Is this not for sale? Well, it's for sale. Would you by chance be the one who made this? I felt so awkward as my face grew hot, but I managed to softly nod in response. Like, yeah. That's when I saw him. Mr. Amani or Imani Iwakura, with a wonderful smile on his face, began admiring my artwork with this incredibly sincere sense of earningness. Oh my god, my heart is absolutely pounding. I've never had someone praise my art like that before. All of that sadness I was feeling just a minute ago had just completely vanished. You're with a customer? I'm sorry, sir. Please excuse us for a moment. What's the matter? Ichiko, you're just about done here, aren't you? Go on back inside. Oh, I'm fine. I still have 10 minutes left in my shift. Ugh. I think your sorry, unemployed ass is anything but fine. The director put in a request with the board, and they went out of their way to make time for you this Sunday. You better dress nicely and have your hair done up. Don't you dare do anything to embarrass him. Got it? That's like the sound when you're hearing something like you're not supposed to hear, and you're like, I want to help this person out so bad. And that's the sound of somebody's like, oh my god, I just got embarrassed. God damn it. I hate this so much. You're the one embarrassing yourself around here. Well, you better be listening. I know, I hear you. I'm so sorry. I have to go. Please, wait a moment. If you're looking for work, you should come work for me. I have actually been looking to hire a live-in housemaid. If you are at all interested, I would like to speak with you about it. What? Me? A live-in housemaid? I'm sorry, but there's no way you... Oh yes, I almost forgot about the painting. I don't have much money on me at the moment, but would 2,000 yen suffice? With those words, Amani gracefully slid 2 bills into a can that only has some loose change rallying around inside. That was the first time I ever seen paper glisten like that. And here we are. Looks like I still have 15 minutes to spare. Since I'm here, I might as well. I pulled the new sketchbook that I just bought yesterday out of my bag. I can definitely kill some time with this. What should I draw? I guess I'll draw the angel. Suddenly, beautiful emerald wings fluttered right past my face. They playfully danced around the fountain, then gently landed on the soldier. I'm sorry, I be saying my soldier, and everybody's like, are you saying soldier from war? And I'm like, no, my soldier. I'm sorry, I have too much, I have a speech impediment and stuff like that. I'm sorry, guys. I was a sleeping angel as if they were taking a rest. How beautiful. Okay, I got it. I'm telling you, her sketchbook is cool. This should be good. I really thought about giving up on my art, but Amani words were powerful enough to get me to go buy a new sketchbook. He offered me food, a clothing, and a shelter with more than an adequate salary. He even said that I was free to pursue my hobbies as long as I did my work. Then he told me that I really need to create more art. Those words made me so happy. The staff member said that I shouldn't take him seriously, but I ended up buying not only a new sketchbook, but some extra new pencils as well. How cute. It was a first page worth commemorating. For some reason, looking at this piece makes me feel like everything will be okay. It's going to be a lot of work to fill this sketchbook up, but I really hope I can fill it with lots of beautiful art while I'm here. Great. Looks like I'm right on time. I put the sketchbook back in my bag, then began walking towards the entrance. Is that a crow? Where is it? It might be in the garden, but it's so vast. I have no hope of spotting it. Those eyes. Oh, someone standing there. He's so big. I wonder if he's a security guard. He followed me from the gate all the way to the entrance. Hello? The guard is like, that's how we all feel when we don't want to be at work. Well, why is he watching me so intently? Did I do something wrong? Oh, pleased to meet you, sir. I'm Ichiko Kitagawa. I just started working here today. God, the guard. Yikes, he completely ignoring me. Like maybe he's not allowed to talk to people or something like that. I feel like I remember someone telling me that the case at a castle in England. She's thinking of the England, forgot what they're called, the ones that take care of the queen's like castle. I managed to convince myself that I was correct and awkwardly forced myself to walk past this man who would no longer look me in the eye. Oh, that car. Next to the entrance, a jet black luxurious car was parked in the driveway. This was a car that Amani got into when I saw him off that first day I met him. Nothing about any of this was a dream. Suddenly, the reality of the situation hit me all at once, and I was now very tense. This is absolutely not the time to start feeling nervous. That's when I looked down at my watch and saw that it was exactly the time I was supposed to be here. Phew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I then rang the doorbell. I could hear a voice calling out from inside. That was when, as if someone was standing by waiting for me, the doorknob quickly made a clinking sound as it began to turn. It's Shiko. Welcome. Please come in. Yeah, I know, guys. Look how beautiful the entrance of the house is, guys. The ceiling is so high. It's quite hot out there, isn't it? I was surprised to hear that the temperature would go above 30 degrees today. Even though it's the last Sunday in June, I still felt like summer was still a little way off. Just the entrance hall of this place alone is bigger than a normal person's entire house. Ishiko, don't just stand there. Please come on in. Yes, of course, but my shoes. You don't have to take them off. We have many guests from overseas. We do things in a very Western style in our house. This actually, when I first read that Japanese people take out their shoes before they enter a house, I was like, why? But then I found out why, and then I'm like, okay. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, filled with hesitation, I nervously took my first step inside. I just needed to take another step, then another step. Wow. Even the sound of my footsteps and my cheap shoes echoes with an enchanting elegance. This is too much. It feels like I'm a fancy ball or something. It reminds of that famous what's it called? Rukumiken? I don't know. Well, you have an incredible entrance hall. And this kind of reminded me of the Rukumiken building. Not that I have ever seen it in person or anything, but I just imagine. I see. You truly are an artist. You have incredibly good sense for this sort of thing. The residence was designed by a British architect during the Taisho era. It may not have the splendor that the Rukumiken has, but it's still just as extravagant. It's reflected in everything, from the design to the material used. Here, take this wainscoting for example. You can see all of the designer fine attention to detail. The same can be said for the mantle above the fireplace. You will be working here after all. It will be good for you. Take some time to get more familiar with the fine details of the residence. Wow, thank you for sharing that with me. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Then I'm sure the other rooms won't disappoint, but you must be tired. I apologize for making you stand around like this. Allow me to show you to your room. You should rest for a bit. Then we can talk about work. Ooh, y'all was gonna see the room. Hey. I can't believe that my room is inside the residence itself. I figure I will be staying in a separate building or something. My nose is itchy. Amani lead the way with the sound of my footsteps following directly behind him. The floor creaked softly. I could faintly hear the sound of clothes rustling. It's so quiet. A little too quiet. Where are the other servant folks? We have some that come and go, but you're the only one who lives here. Wait. Ah, but please don't worry. I have no intentions of burning you with all of the housework. Your room is on the second floor. Please watch your step. No way. I didn't think for a second that I'll be the only one. I wonder if things will be okay for me here. Ichiko? Yes. Things were not at all what I thought they would be. So the urge to just stop my tracks was strong. Despite my slightly trembling legs, I forced myself to start climbing the stairs. I hear my heart pounding in my chest. What am I going to do if something happens? On the top of the stairs, my room is the straight ahead, and yours is on the left end of the hallway over there. There's no way anyone would come here to help me. That is my daughter's room on the right. Oh, that's right, I forgot that he had a daughter. The blood that quickly drained from my face came back and made my cheeks hot. Ah, that was close. Thank goodness I didn't say anything weird. I emerged from the staircase into a wide hallway. All of the closed doors made it feel claustrophobic, while at the same time the sunlight coming in from the skyline made it feel rather open. Guys, how would you feel? Here's a question. I want to see how far you got into the video. If you have, how would you feel if you had a house like this and at the hallway, even though it feels closed up on you, you could still see the sun coming down from above? Comment down below, how would you feel if you lived in a place like this? Being in a space where you could feel both of these sensations at the same time was pretty overwhelming. Your room is the one straight ahead? Right, it was originally made to be the master bedroom, but I remodeled it after my wife passed away. It now also functions as a workroom. The bathroom is next to the stairs. We need to considerate of each other's privacy during bathing time, but you are otherwise free to use it as you please. This is the guest room. Although we don't really have guests come up here. Amani suddenly cut himself off and he placed his hand on one of the doorknobs. Huh? Oh, it's you. It's you, Aria. I didn't realize you were awake. Aria, I guess that's his daughter. That's a pretty uncommon name. Come here, Ichiko. I'd like to introduce you to my daughter, Ari. Now that I think of it, I never asked how old she was. I wonder, like maybe she's still pretty young. I did what was asked of me and stepped into the guest room. Oh wow. Alright, second question. How would you feel if you had a guest room that looked like this? In that moment, I realized that any of my predictions about her were completely off base. I could only see the back of her. Hold on. sorry about that. How to get that? I could only see the back of her as she gazed out the open window. She had long hair that went down to her waist, and her slender ankles were peeking out from under her skirt. She was clearly much taller than me, not to mention the aura she gives off. She doesn't seem like a child, so she probably is not younger than me. Aria? Amani called her name and urged her to greet me. She then calmly turned to face me. It was in that moment that it's like I'm kicking. It was in that moment a red Noor painting stood before me. I suddenly remembered an art book that I had completely forgotten about. Somebody had donated to the orphanage. It was rather a large book. She had this dream-like beauty. Her thin neck, small face, and big, beautiful eyes were now facing me. Her black hair shined with a bluish tinge from the sunlight. It accentuated the translucency of the whiteness of her skin. It was like the window frame itself was framing a real-life painting. There, standing before me, exuding a beauty that I had to be seen to believe. Zamani's daughter, Ari IWAKURA. Her small face, ever so petite, neared me. The outlines of her lightly colored eyes came into view as they absorbed the light in the room. What should I do? Should I greet her first? Yeah, I guess I should. So alright guys, last time I played this, I hold out my hand. So now I'm just gonna lower my head. Nice to meet you. I'm Ichiko Kitagawa. Aria gave me a slight nod as I quickly bowed my head. Her quiet demeanor suggests that she is a person of a few words. Maybe it's because both her face and body were so doll-like, but I felt like she was rather cold and distant. Father. When did you rearrange the furniture in here? Oh, just the other night. I thought I'd make the front half of the room feel more open, which is a pretty cool idea. Why? I have a little idea. I keep it a secret for now, but you find out soon, Aria. Right. She spoke softly as she slipped between us and made her way out of the room. As she got closer to me, a sweet scent that I had never smelled before softly filled my nostrils. What is that? It smells so good, like a mix of flower and medicine herbs, like medical herbs and citrus. I guess beautiful people have a lovely scent to them as well. Are you going back to your room? Yes, I'm not feeling very well. I see. Then please rest well, Aria. I like the sound effects too of this game. Aria is quite frail, you see. I thought she would be sleeping all day today, so I'm glad I was able to introduce you to her. Now, let's see how much did I tell you about this room. Oh, the sound effect of the wind. A mild breeze was rustling the curtains. She was just so beautiful. In my mind, I could still see her facing away from me in front of the frame. What a beautiful painting it would be. The girl depicted in it could turn to face me once again. When our eyes met, my throat got tight and I had terrible breathing improperly. I will see you again in an hour. Look at my room. She could finally breathe, guys. I didn't hear anything about this. Just when I thought I was able to breathe again, the thoughts I had in my mind came spilling out into words as I exhale. The attractionness of the person I'm working for has nothing to do with me, but wow, I almost feel like I was betrayed, like I took a sneak attack straight to the face. It's only natural that I'd be nervous spending time with someone that beautiful every day. My heart was still beating like mad and wasn't showing any signs of slowing down. Oh geez, I had to snap out of it. I took some deep breaths to try to bring myself back to equilibrium. Then took my time as I looked around the room. Like suddenly I felt as if my field of vision was slowly starting to expand. Wait, didn't they say this used to be an altar room? Yeah, Amani mentioned that to me when he was telling me about the rooms. The ceiling seemed to be like elaborate, whatever. I'm sorry guys, I'm so bad with reading, I'm sorry. It resembled a gold board made out of latte square timber. It's so cool that I can look up at the ceiling when I lay down every night. I wouldn't say this room is all big, but it's both beautiful and comfortable. To think they would let me use a room like this. Feeling incredibly grateful towards Amani, I began to unpack my belongings. Not like it would take very long with the small amount of things I brought. I put my pajamas and underwear away, after which I quickly found myself feeling pretty bored. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna explain something. I'm a home aid nurse, and right now I was doing my job and a patient just called me to go upstairs to help her. So anyway, that's right. He mentioned that he gave me some work clothes to wear, and they are here. I casually open up one of the drawers to find 2 outfits of the same color, neatly folded and tucked away. Wow, this fabric is so silky smooth. These feel way more expensive than my everyday clothes. I like that, like the transition of her putting on her clothes. I slip the dress over my head and tie the apron that was laying underneath the dress. I tie the ribbon in the back nice and tight, and unbeknownst to me, in that moment, I began to smile. A brand new maid uniform that fits me like a glove, a beautiful fountain, invisible from my window. It all makes me nervous, but at the same time, is not the least but unpleasant. I can't remember any other time in my life where I felt like this. It was a quiet room where nobody can hear me talk to myself. It feels like another lifetime ago when I was slightly crying in my third-person company dorm room last month. Maybe I can finally get a fresh start here. I was 16 years old. There I was, living on my own right at the beginning of adulthood. Alright, I changed my clothes and I'm ready to go. Wait, what? It's only been 30 minutes? I don't know what to do with myself. I guess I could take a look at some of the rooms on the second floor. Wow, wait. Let's see, guys. Let's go look at every room. Every room in this house is gonna be a workplace, so I should be able to go as I please. With Amani words echoing in my mind, I quickly put them into action and began moving. Okay, which room should I check out first? Alright, so Amani's room right here, but it looks like it's red here. And you could move these. Let's go to the guest room, I guess. I can feel the after effect of what happened earlier. Standing in the same place Ari did before. I could feel my heart beating softly. And looking at the room from there, I noticed that the furniture and decor in the room was not only tasteful, but it matched with the rest of the residence interior quite well. It's a phonograph and some records. I wonder who listens to these. On top of the glass shelves were a bunch of Western-style figurines arranged in a well-balanced, aesthetically pleasing way. There's so many angels. They have such cute faces. There were 7 angel figurines in all. Among them was an angel with this charming, gentle look on its face that really caught my eye. What was its name? Gabriel. Gabriel. The other ones are named... That really spooked me. What's going on with that arm? Everything looks here really expensive. I need to take extra care to not break anything. Alright. So, we haven't checked Amani's room, so let's go in there. Oh, this is Mr. Amani's room? Oh, this is a beautiful room, guys. It was a opulent room with an eye-catching wallpaper and decor with red gold tones. The vibe in here is a bit different from the rest of the house. I guess this is just his personal preference. There's a lot of very expensive looking things around the room. Look at that huge camera. It's so cool. I still wondering where the camera is in this room. And I want to see the bathroom. Oh, all right. Another question. If you made it this far, would you love to have a bathroom like this? Let me take out my VTuber. Would you? Would you like being in this bathroom all day? I would. It's so spacious. Not is not to mention incredibly stylish. The bathtub is also deep enough so that you can easily immerse yourself into it. The changing room and the toilet are both neat and tidy. It really makes me wonder if it's okay for me to use this room. All right, since we're done with this, because we already saw the guest room, we already saw Amani's room. Let's stop moving. Bet you by that time, an hour passed. I mean, another 30 minutes. Each room is both beautiful and charming in its own way. It's fun just to look around, so I don't feel like cleaning them will be such a chore. I remember Mr. Amani said that I was the only living worker here. He said he wouldn't make me do all the chores, but I wonder how that would pan out. Lost in thoughts, I glazed over at the clock to see that an hour had now passed. I guess it's too late to worry about those things at this point. I looked at myself in the mirror and adjusted my collar. I then took deep breaths. Okay, let's do this. I stepped out of my room, which I had already begun to get a little attached to. Oh wow, this coffee smells lovely. Okay, next question. What do you drink in the morning, guys? Coffee or tea? Comment down below. Oh, there you are. I'm Ichiko. Come, let's talk here. Yes, sir. My eyes are itchy. What a huge window. You can clearly see the garden from here. I thought it would be nice to sit someplace where we can see outside. Is that okay with you? Thank you so much. It's such a vast and beautiful garden. There's so many flowers. This smaller dining room is called a breakfast room. It was designed a pleasant space where you can enjoy your first meal of the day. I enjoy the garden as well, but it's hard work to maintain and replant things throughout the year so that it does not become isolated. Even from here, I can't quite tell how far back from the garden spans. I'm sure it really is tough to maintain an area this big. Now, would you like some pastries? You can choose whichever one you like. The coffee is almost ready. The hot water ran down from a thin spout, then disappeared into the paper filter. The coffee's rich, deep aroma began to spread throughout the room. I'll say the same thing too. What a handsome man. It feels weird to say at this point, but Mr. Amani is far from ordinary looking. He's both tall and refined, so he looks good enough when he's just standing around. Wait, what am I thinking? His daughter bears some resemblance to him, but the same doesn't. When I see him like this, maybe Mr. Amani is actually the more doll-like of the two. Hmm? What's wrong? Do you want to ask me something? Alright. I put you and your daughter look so much alike the first time I played it. So I'm gonna do the second one. Yes, I have a question. I guess I have a question. Do you like coffee? Coffee? Oh, indeed I do. Both the taste and the smell. I wish I could have coffee right now. Not bad at all. Here, Ichiko, this one's for you. Thank you very much. Alright, let us get down to business then. Now, Ichiko, your main task would be focused on cleaning the house, but there are some other things I would like to ask of you as well. I would really appreciate it if you could complete all of the tasks I've written down about issues. Amani then reached into his pocket and handed me a piece of white. Handed me a white piece of paper. Collect the sheets and laundry in a special basket and place them outside the service entrance to the kitchen before noon. The paper he handed me had 5 tasks written down with all specific details I needed. I know it's just a rough outline, but does that give you enough information to complete those tasks? Yes, this will be very useful. It makes it very easy to understand what I need to do and when it needs to be completed by. I'm very glad. If you don't understand something while you're doing your task, please feel free to come and ask me any questions you might have. Thank you so much. Wait a minute, but who will do the rest of the work that isn't on this list? I suppose there are some other things I should tell you. First things first, in regards to why you, Ichiko, are the only living housemaid. Almost as if he suddenly remembers something, Amani took a sip of coffee and continued on. I know it may seem quiet around here now, but there used to be more than 10 people who lived and worked here. Everyone helped run the household and work hard, but with more people came more and more problems, which is actually true. Naturally, we dealt with thieves and the intense and interpersonal issues that arose simply began to wear me out over time. I carefully considered the pros and cons and in the end chose the more carefree option and decided to live alone. That must why aside from daily cleaning, he has outside help for the other chores. There's a nearby dry cleaner that takes care of the laundry every day, and someone from local Western restaurant comes in to prepare all of the meals. I'd never even imagined that one could live like this. I guess it's easier than having your house and dealing with the uneasiness of that. The most effective way to have a task completed is to entrust it to skilled workers. However, I can't say that doing this way is always enough. I would be very grateful if you could act as the liaison between us and them. Taking out the laundry basket to be picked up, then washing the dishes after meals. As I read through this list of tasks, I realized that it painted a perfect picture of all the things that must have caused Amani trouble in the past. I had to do various chores everywhere I've been. I feel like I can handle this. Granted, it's not necessarily easy work, but I'm relieved to know that everything I'm being asked to do is something I'm at least somewhat familiar with. or have some experience doing. Then just leaves building a good rampart with Aria. That's number 1 on my list. Huh? Oh, since I'm the only housemaid here, it's only natural that I will be looking after her as well. May I ask, what is she like? Oh, Aria, she's a very honest and good girl. Of course, she's very beautiful as well. Okay. I'm sure you realize that already, though. Yes, I haven't seen someone that beautiful, even in movies. Yeah, as a parent, I agree with you. However, with such outstanding beauty, she experienced a lot of dangers growing up. But as fortune would have it, well, maybe I should call it fortune, but due to her weak constitution, she has always been homeschooled. Ever since she stopped leaving the residence, she had managed a relatively peaceful life. Nowadays, Aria is responsible for tending to our guests and making sure they feel welcome. That's unbelievable. I can't even imagine living like that. I wonder how long it's been since the last left the house. Must be hard being both that beautiful and so physically weak. So her job is to handle the guests that come? I have my friends and acquaintances on visit and many of my business colleagues as well. I don't just invite anyone, you know. Even though I make effort to not speak about Aria publicly, naturally there are rumors that get around and so many people want to meet her. Sometimes even important people from overseas want to meet her. Important people. I guess he means like politics or a politician or something. And naturally, there are people drawn in by the IWAKURA name. I often find myself at loss for how to handle them. The IWAKURA name. As soon as Amani altered those words, the conversation I heard a few days ago at the orphanage began between a contractor and one of the staff members crossed my mind. Who would have ever thought that girl was hiding such a huge fortune? I mean, with a last name like that, I'm sure they must have been former nobility? By the way, I had a look at the house at the address you gave me. Holy crap, that place is absolutely massive. If they ain't former nobility, then they probably aren't exactly upstanding citizens, if you know what I mean. If I were a young girl, I'll use all my assets to try and get hired there. Ah, that was gross. Just remembering what he said made me want to puke. But I give him a little credit because it doesn't seem like he was wrong. I don't know what flavor of nobility they could have been, but based on what I just heard from Amani, it certainly seemed like the IWAKURA name comes from historical significance. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Anyway, I always tell her not to push herself too hard. She is considerate of my position in her own way, so she always makes sure to accompany me to formal events. However, that is about the only opportunity she has to interact with others. She almost never gets to speak with people her own age, so I always hope the opportunity would come along. Now I get it. I can't help but wonder if someone like me would be a good conversation partner for her. I'm sure if he looked around, he would find a more suitable person than me. So how did the housemaid who used to live here get along with her? Good question. There was one housemaid she got along well with, but they had also known each other since Aria was very young. As she grew up though, well, anywhere, I'm afraid your predecessor who was here up until a few months ago won't be much of a reference for you. Predecessor? Who the fuck? She just didn't get along with Aria, so we unfortunately had to fire her. Fire her? Oh, is that a loss? Aria is the type of person that doesn't bend once she made up her mind at something. But I don't want you to worry about that, Ichiko. She was very older than Aria, whereas you and Aria are the same age. I'm sure things will work out between you two. I really believe that. I'm glad he's so optimistic, but just because we're the same age doesn't mean everything is going to be okay. Wait, you really just said we're the same age? Seriously? Oh. You haven't touched your coffee. I guess you don't like bitter things. Oh, well, you see, if I drink it with something sweet, it's okay. I'll have some. You don't have to force yourself. You can add all the milk and sugar you want. Aria actually doesn't care for bitter things much either. See? There's something else you have in common. Oh. That's enough to make us get along then. I'll take it. Oh, when you look at that time, I'd hope to show you around the first floor, but that would be difficult now. Do you have work? Yes. Something a little urgent to attend to. You can officially start working tomorrow. Take time today to look around the house however you like. How do you like the second floor? Did you check out any of the room besides your own? I did. Your room was absolutely lovely, Mr. Armani. Thank you. I really like the wallpaper. I'm going to the study. If you need anything, feel free to come ask me anything. Understood. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for me. You don't have to be so stiff. It's my responsibility as your employer after all. I feel like you will pick things up pretty quickly, so just take your time. I'm getting used to everything around here. It's not good to rush that sort of thing, right? His voice was so calm and composed. I nodded my head. Then Amani gently narrowed his eyes at me before leaving the breakfast room. I heard the sound of a door closing in the distance and felt my shoulders instantly relax in that moment. It really ended up in an unbelievable house, didn't I? I listened carefully to everything he said, but I don't know if I really understood at that time just how amazing it was. At least I know was going to be expected of me for work. Just need to make that my top priority and make sure I do my job well. Gotta just get used to things around here first. Mr. Armani really is an incredible, kind gentleman. He really difficult to get a read on though. I probably shouldn't rely on him too much. It made me feel a bit empty inside, knowing that I can't just accept his kind words at face value. Still, when I can think like that, I feel I can hold my head up high. Okay, I'll just take a look around the first floor for now. Alright, now we're gonna look around. What was the noise just now? A window? I stepped into the adjoining room while I was trying to track down the sound I just heard. Is this the dining room? My footsteps echo louder in here than anywhere else I've been in the house. It's big enough where it could be used as a dance hall. This wall is made of different material. I think it's called precision. This one feels like it's a little taller than the one in the entrance hall. What is that carving? That's some fruit? I looked up and saw an intricately decorated white ceiling. I wanted to look around and admire the beauty of this room the more, but it didn't seem like the sound came from here. All the windows were closed and there was no sign of anyone around. Hold on, that wall has a small window. Is that a service hatch? Then surely it's connected to, of course, the kitchen. This is my dream kitchen. I knew it. It's the kitchen. There was a pantry connected to it, opening in the wall, facing the dining room that had a huge service table set up. Even though there's only 2 people living here, the kitchen is bigger than the one at the orphanage. I guess it would really come in handy if they ever do big parties in the dining room. I really wonder what that sound was from before. Could it have been just the house creaking? Somebody's coming in. This thing is heavy. That sure caught me off guard. This is finally the last of it. For crying out loud, why did it have to be so hot today of all days? Was she the one making that noise? Like maybe I heard the back door close. Look like there's a bottle of liquor in these boxes. Maybe she's from the liquor store. Excuse me? You scared the daylights out of me. Oh, hang on. You must be the new housemaid, right? How long you've been here? You just get here? I'm sorry, I didn't even notice you there. Armani even told me you've been starting today, and it just totally slipped my mind. Su Maya Chu Su My Mi Achu Miachu. I'm like seeing it like Pikachu, but Mi Achu. I'm the chef here. Chef? Oh, you must be the one from the Western restaurant then. That's right, I'm from Kitchen Plus. My family has been working at the IWAKURA residence for 2 years now. Ever since this spring, I've been preparing all the meals by myself. Whoa, she does this all on her own? That's incredible. So, what's your name? Oh, it's Ichiko Kitagawa. How old are you? 16. Oh, we're the same age. That's pretty awesome. Nice to meet you, Ichiko. You can call me Sui. Sui or Sui? I think it's Sui. I feel a bit overwhelmed by her bright and expressive mannerism that clashed with her otherwise cool yet tense features. Nevertheless, I somehow managed to nod along to what she was saying. And by the way, since I'm in charge of meals, if you have any requests, just whisper them to me and I'll do what I can. Sui said that this with a smile as she flashed me her perfectly aligned teeth. Her casual, down-to-earth demeanor just naturally puts me at ease. I've hardly had the chance to meet anyone my own age ever since I graduated from junior high school, and yet somehow I managed to meet two people at my age today. Aria and Sui. I guess everyone around here has interesting, unique names, and I'm just Ikachu, whatever. All right, I have to put these on the stand. Phew. Ugh. Oh, hang on, this might not work. Oh my, what is this? It's so heavy. So they're moving a big ass box. Phew, thank goodness they didn't fall. Thanks, Ichiko. I had to carry around loads of stuff today, so I think I'm just totally wiped out. That's so amazing that you can carry stuff this heavy all by yourself. I'm pretty confident in my strength. I'm loading and unloading ingredients for the shop every day. Oh wow, it'd be really swell if everyone helped me out on a crazy hot day like today. Even when I catch him looking right at me, that security guard pretends I don't exist. He doesn't stop bowing whenever Mr. Amani's around though. I see. But like I learned something about this guy. Su or Saui or whatever is full of emotion when she talks. I could listen to her all day. She went through a wide range of ever-changing expression. She told me more stories. I nodded along attentively. Before I knew it, with kitchen knife in hand, Sui had all the ingredients she was going to use neatly lined up on the counter. I looked on with bewilderment as she both quickly and eventually chopped up all of the potatoes on the cutting board. Wow, she really is a professional. Do you always make the meals here? I guess it depends on the day. Recently I've been making a lot of stuff at the shop and bringing it over. Oh, by the way, we're having beef stew today. This is my signature dish. You better look forward to it. She's amazing. I feel like she instantly switched from shooting me a friendly smile to intensively focusing on her handiwork. I know we're the same age, but Sue seems way more self-reliant and grown up than me. This really isn't the time for me to be daydreaming. I should take this opportunity to check out the rooms I haven't seen yet. I can do things right when I start working tomorrow. Alright, so we're gonna go to the sunroom since the sunroom is red. Ooh. What a lovely sunroom. You can clearly see the garden from here too. I've always admired the sunrooms I spotted at rich people's houses in my neighborhood. Truly puts any of those to shame, with the side design on another level. What's that? Is someone in a garden? The heat haze made it a bit hard to see. That was definitely a tall man. had a stepladder slung on his right shoulders and a huge pair of pruning scissors in his other hand. Seemed like he was tending to the garden in this heat all by himself. I mean, this garden is massive. There's no way it could be maintained without a gardener. Made sense when I thought about it, but the idea that someone would have a dedicated gardener at their home is still something else. Alright, so we've seen the breakfast room, the dining room, the kitchen, the storeroom. Wait, have we seen the drawing room? Oh, I think this is the drawing room where they entertain guests. The exquisite furniture is arranged beautifully. These windows are gorgeous. What are they called again? Was it stained glass? It felt like on walking to a church you will find overseas. There's another door in here. Let's see. Ah, looks like it connected to the sunroom. Alright. Seen breakfast, dining room, kitchen, storeroom. This looks a little dusty. I guess that's because there hasn't been anyone else working at the house. It's pretty tidy for the most part, but it still looks a bit messy with all these piled up. Alright, we've seen every room. Guys, comment down below which room you like if you made it this far in the video. Okay, I feel like I have a decent idea of the house layout now. That's just these, right? I need to take care of the trash cans outside. Hey, huh? It's Adi. Oh, Miss, what's the matter? Did something happen? Yes? I'm hungry. Haven't eaten anything since this morning. So I feel like I might faint. I see. You're hungry. Right. You're hungry. I'm so sorry. I will go and see if they can make you something to eat. Yes, do that. Right, we're running. Oh my god, I thought my heart was going to burst out my chest. I turned around and her beautiful face was just right there in front of me. Damn it, this is awful. I made myself look like an idiot in front of her. At this rate, she's gonna end up hating me. I need to turn things around quickly. Phew. I need to thank my lucky stars that Stu was here. My first day came to close without incident, and I breathed a huge sigh of relief. We put together some warm bread from the toaster oven, steak, and some veggie to garnish. The beef stew was still cooking. We had to come up with something so we didn't have to keep Aria waiting. Thanks to Sue's quick thinking, we were able to bring her delicious meal pretty quickly. It's good. It's good. That's all she had to say. She really is beautiful, even when she's eating. Even she's thinking about her. That is enough to make me feel this strange, spellbound feeling. I couldn't believe that she only took one bite of each thing on her plate. But I guess that's how things are with how delicate she is. She's the exact opposite of me. And looking down, I can see my bloated tummy, even though it already's been a few hours since I ate. And so that means she ate good. But still, Sui, I think her name is Sue or Sui. Sui. Really is an incredible chef. Everything she makes tastes amazing. With skill like that, and no wonder they were able to leave her in charge of this by herself. What time is it? Oh, it's already 9? I peered out the window and saw the stars twinkling in the night sky. And suddenly, in that moment, I felt a rush of sadness, like my heart was being squeezed. I see. It was that first night feeling. I felt it when I first moved into the orphanage. Whenever I went to live with foster parents, when I moved into a company dormitory at my last job. Even though everything about this place was so nice, so much nicer than the ones before, I still felt the same depression, loneliness, and anxiety. It was like my entire body was remembering those feelings. Today was just fine, not afraid of anything. This was the first day of a whole new experience. The wave of depression that suddenly washed over me slowly but surely began to fade away. My bed is so soft and comfy. I wonder what tomorrow has in store for me. Oh, I never asked either of them what time they usually wake up. I wonder if 6 o'clock would be too late. No, I should probably play it safe and get up at 5 o'clock. The last thing I want is for them to think I'm an oversleeper. I reached for the alarm clock and I brought with me and set the shortest hand. Okay, that should do it. Oh, that moonlight. My eyelids slowly began to close as I gazed up at the beautiful ceiling. Soon after, I drift off to sleep. I can't hear a thing coming from the next room. With that thought in mind, I found myself on the precipice of a dream. There was a sweet scent in the air. And Aria turned to face me as she stood in front of that same window. She was radiant. I was being engulfed by the light shining in from behind her. Without any resistance, I began to fall to a deep sleep. Father, are we finished? Oh yes, that's fine. Good job. You seem to be quite a bad mood today. Did that hurt you somehow? That's not a very funny joke. Come on now, don't get so angry. What are you so upset about? You know exactly why I'm upset. Why you bring her in here for asking me about it? Ah, that's the problem. I figure I would give this a try. It's quite inconvenient when there's no housemaid around, isn't it? Most importantly, I thought she would be able to help you keep yourself occupied. Aria, please don't pout like that. I've been so busy recently that I haven't been able to spend as much time with you. So I wanted to do something for you. You understand, don't you? Nah, oh father. We can always fire her if you don't like her. That's all there is it to it. It's started up to you. Oh my, I'm sorry. Must have pushed you too hard. You must be tired. Please, get some sleep. Everything's okay. Come now. Close your eyes. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Just like that. Keep going. Nice and easy. Good night, Aria. Alright, guys. That is the end of the trial. That is the end of the trial. So that is what they permission me to record. So guys, I would like to know what y'all think about this visual novel down below, and tell me how y'all feel if y'all actually made it to the end of the video. So let me do the outro, and that's the end of the trial. Like, honestly, I'm gonna give you my impression. I'm impressed with the story. I'm impressed of how much the atmosphere it builds in such a short time. Like the characters from Amani, if I'm saying his name right, Ichiku to Su and Ai, how they introduce them and all that stuff is very intriguing. The characters, the art itself, the art is gorgeous, and the music is giving me chills. I can already tell this one is gonna tug at some emotions when the full release drop. And I'm gonna tell you, it came out, let me tell you right now. It released on August 14th of this year. It's in 2 platforms: Switch, Nintendo Switch, and the PC, Steam. Only on Steam right now, and only on the Nintendo Switch. So guys, buy it. It's actually a good game. I recommend it. So let me end it with this and say, if you enjoy this trial, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss when the headmistress uncovers more visual novels and other games on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.